Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to set up my monthly budget in EveryDollar for the month of June. And what I have on hand, so you may see me looking down, is I'm going to be looking down at my monthly cash flow plan. I did a video on this for June, so this is what I'm going to be referring to as I go through the application. But before we got started with June, what I wanted to show you guys was I know I did a mid-month check-in in EveryDollar to reconcile my budget, and I told you guys I wasn't going to do anything with that $129.89. And the reason why I don't is because my second debt payment had been made and had not been made, and so I wanted to let that process through so I can actually show you versus then talk about it so it makes sense. So this is the payment that I made on the 19th, or that's when it processed in my checking account on my student loans. And so I'm going to put that there. And now I'm going to adjust the plan because you can see I planned 2627.17, but I paid 2751.36. So I'm going to adjust the plan. There, and you see how that left to budget dropped down to $5.70. Imagine if I had wrote a check for 120 or made other plans for that money, I would have been off. And so that's why I don't do anything until the very end of the month. Once I reconcile everything, then I say, okay, what's left? I'm either going to save it or I'm going to pay debt with it. So now that that's done, I just want to take a moment to show you guys that. And I hope y'all are doing well. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And it's Memorial Day. And so I think I ate too much because I can't remember anything. But anywho, the first thing I'm going to do is make a copy. So we're going to click on June 2020. And then it says, hey there, looks like you need a budget for June. And so it's going to make a copy of May to make that my June budget. And so what I'm going to do is use my monthly cash flow plan to go through and make my edits. Now I had an April rollover and stuff like that. So I'm going to change all those headers to May so they match up with the month where the rollover or the savings from the cash envelope apply. So it's May and May. Because my utilities are getting pushed back to the end of the month, it's hard for me to tie out as quickly as I used to be able to, and I would be able to do like another small payment on my debt before the month end. I can't because I don't know about my utilities yet. I don't know why the date moved. I haven't seen anything on their website to say why. And we had a pretty bad storm recently, so I don't want to be calling because I heard there was a lot of people without power, and in my area it was just windy, but yeah. So my full-time job, 5344.92 is my plan. Cash envelopes, my plan is only $450. If it's over, yay. Rollover, this is from any savings I get like in utilities or internet or gas, any of that I want to roll over to put to debt. I am going to try to save some and put some to debt. That's my plan. So 0, because I am, since it's interest free and I only have my student loans left, I am putting as much as I can to my debt. And so I'm making sure that total income is matching my total take-home pay that I have documented on paper, and it does. My sinking funds are all pretty much the same. I don't have anything changing. Now, I do know that with April's YouTube earnings and May YouTube's earnings, I will have YouTube earnings, but I don't know exactly what that is right now. And I'll make a separate budget out of that just so I can keep track of the numbers in my head, and I'll plug that into EveryDollar in June. So MLGW, that's my utilities, $275, $65, $150 for my internet, and rent $987. I'm going to bump that up to $990.95. And I'm still over budget, and the reason why is because of my debt down here. it's still that same amount. So when it makes that copy, it copies everything that was at that moment in time that I chose to make that copy into the next month. And so that's what's happening there. So, but it will adjust once I get to that section and change that. So we got the rent taken care of. And so this is like, to me, this is kind of like my core. And this one, then food, I need that every month. So still budgeting $100 for gas. I don't know when I'm going back to work. So I've just been still setting aside money for gas as normal. I don't want to factor it in towards debt because I don't know. And this might be the month we go back. It might not. They don't know. They're talking about phases, but they're saying that we're still working from home. We're still doing the same or more output. So they're not stressing that. So that's a good thing. So I dropped the groceries down to $300. I always have $300 as my monthly grocery category. The only time it goes up to $325 is when there's a 5-week month. And I only started doing that in 2020 because before I would try to make do with $300 for a 5-week month too. I wouldn't give myself any room. Subscriptions $2.99, household $50, laundry $45, my pocket money, and my boys' savings. That's an automatic withdrawal that comes out of my paycheck from the credit union to them. It's been going on for years and I haven't taken it back. Health insurance $22.44, auto insurance $100, renter's insurance, I'm gonna bump that up to $25. I just like this to be in round numbers. I'm a little bit squirrely like that. Some of these numbers bother me, but I'm okay. I don't need to do that to everything. So the last thing is the student loans. I am planning on paying $2667.17 to debt. And so, I know what it is. It's a sinking fund. It's a sinking fund. Medical is still stuck at 25. I'm going to drop that back down to 10. Medical is 10. I upped it last month because I overspent in April. I don't know what I'm doing. It was in April, I overspent. And so I was trying to make sure that went back to 0. And so I put 25 in last month, but normally it's just $10. And so now I have an EveryDollar budget, y'all. And so I hope that was nice, quick, and easy for you all. But yeah, that's how I get it set up. And then I just reconcile throughout the month. I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to all these things. I like this. This is my jam. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And we are done. I'm going to stop rambling and take care of yourselves. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.